Chandler's Legacy Farm here. What's going on, guys? I got another new knife in yesterday, I guess it was, and I was just wanted to show it off, talk about it a little bit, and so that's what I got. It is the Civivi Cloud Peak by Civivi. It's they're made in China, but they are made quite well. I've already took it out of the box, so it's not really much of an unboxing. I had to see it as soon as I got it out. So, as soon as I received it anyway. So here's the sheath. It comes with a really nice sheath. Real nice leather sheath. It's got a Civivi on it there. Stitched real nice. It's done really well. They also, it's going to be hard to see, but they also put these little covers over all the hardware, even on the button that's on this side. They put some covers on all that. I don't know if you can see that, but just to keep from scratching and you know, scarring up the knife any at all, you know, rubbing against that steel. So the sheath is very well designed, very well done. But here is the knife. I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer. That is it. It is in Nitro V steel. I think it's a 4.5-inch blade. It comes with a little Civivi tassel. It's got green G10 handle scales on it that are pinned on. It's got a nice brass bolster, or silver bolster, I should say. It's very, very nice knife. It has a little bit of heft to it. It would be a decent bushcraft knife, maybe. It doesn't have a sharpened spine, so it's not going to scratch your fire steels or scratch fat wood, but it would make an okay bushcraft knife if you wanted to go that route with it. I mean it is full tang, you know, and man, it is a beautiful knife. I'm not going to beat this thing through wood. I'm not going to do it. This is going to be an EDC for me. It is in Nitro V steel, and I don't know. I saw this Peterbilt Knife Guy done a video on this, and I saw it. I guess his first short, and right after I saw his first short, I threw this in the Amazon cart. I just had to have it. So I don't know. I fell in love with the looks of this knife. So, all right, what do you get in a box? All right, that's what everything came in. And one little fresh packs in it. The blade was covered with this. I got a pink sticker. I got a pink knife sticker. So I don't know why I needed pink, but that's what they gave me. It's got another one, little silica things in there. You got your Civivi sticker. 10-year anniversary. Says thank you, celebrating 10 years. So there we go. Another that sticker. Got a little brochure. It's got a bunch of their different knives on it. So just trying to sell you another Civivi, of course, right? Warranty, product use, warranty information, stuff like that. And there's a bag that the knife came in. And you get one of these little microfiber wipes, which are awesome. They're very cool to wipe your blade off, keep your blade clean, keep it shiny. So that's very handy. I really like those. But anyway, the box, typical just Civivi box. But anyway, we get rid of all that crap. This is the only other Civivi that I have at the moment is this one here, and it's the let's see, this one is the Cloud. What the hell is it? Cloud Peak. This one's the Storm Ridge, and it come with one of those little danglers too. But I didn't like it on this knife. This knife's actually smaller than I thought it was going to be, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't suit this knife. So I just opted to take it off. But both of these are in Nitro V steel. But that's a Storm Ridge, and it comes in a Kydex sheath with Civivi's own style of tech clip or tech lock clip, and I think these might even be better than the original Tech Locks. I really love these little Civivi clips. They're very nice. But the comparison between the two Civivis that I have, you can see there the Cloud Peak is a lot bigger knife. It's a lot heavier knife. It's just a lot bigger knife, right? But this has been, both of these are going to be just straight EDC knives. That is it. I'm just going to EDC these. I like a very slicey knife, a very pointy knife, just like this one right here. I love this knife. I like a relatively thin, slicey knife for EDC. If I have to pull this thing out in self-defense, God forbid, I want it to be able to cut and poke as good as one of the best things out there. I want it to be able to do its job. And this one's a little big, a little heavy duty, but it's going to get thrown in the EDC rotation too. I have some other knives here that I was going to show you to this let you see other things that I carry. This is the Watchman. It's the Watchman. It's in 14C28N. It is the WF04. It's the SE Azula knockoff. That's what it is. But I carry this one a lot too. It's thin, slicey, not real big. Great summertime carry, a little fixed blade, right? And then, so I carry this one, and then I carry my SE3. My SE3, it gets carried as EDC all the time. I don't do any bushcraft with this SE at all. This is just strict EDC. It's a thin, slicey blade, and it's just a great knife. They're great. So, and it come with a great sheath, and I did put the tech clip on it, an actual tech lock on it. So it gets carried, all the time for EDC. And let's see, we'll put this one back up. We'll put the Storm Ridge back in the Kydex sheath. And this one, believe it or not, I carry this one EDC too. Now, no matter how long your t-shirt is, since I'm almost always, 99% of the time have a firearm on me. So I normally don't have my shirt tucked in, right? So even with this knife, with the belt loop being up here, it still sticks down enough that you're going to see the bottom of this, sticking out of my shirt. But it's just a neoprene case. You know what I mean? Nobody knows exactly what it is. But once again, I like a relatively thin, slicey, stabby knife. All right, this is the Alpha Guide Select by Buck. And it's the 4.5 inch model. You can get these in I think a 2.5 inch, 3.5 inch, and 4.5 inch. And you can also get it with orange scales instead of the gray. But it is a very, very good knife. Very nice grip. I'm probably gonna maybe carry this in my hunting bag this year. Actually, it's got a good grip to it. It's got some good texture to the rubber, coating. The rubber that's on the sides of the scale, full tang knife. It's got jipping and two places of jipping. It's got a lanyard hole. It will not strike a fire steel. The back of the spine is not, is not sharp. It has a hollow grind though instead of a flat grind. But let's see, everything else that I have, let me look. Everything else I have is a full flat grind that I carry for EDC. Don't know why. That's just what I like for EDC is a full flat grind. I've got so many knives. I've got tons of knives, right? But you just end up finding some that just fit that niche for you. Where, hey, if I'm going to carry a knife, I'm just going to grab this one. So I've got a special place where all of these fixed blades stay. And whenever I'm getting ready to go out the door for the day, to go do whatever I'm going to do, other than work on the farm, if I'm going out, to town to do to go to the feed store, or go to the grocery store, or whatever, I'm going to be carrying one of these 4 blades, right? one of these four is what I'm going to be carrying. That's just the ones that resonate with me the most, and that's just what I grab, right? One of these four is what I always go for. But this one is going to be in that same wheelhouse. This one's going to get carried just like those. I can already tell. I'm not going to do bushcraft with this knife. I'm not going to beat the shit out of it. I'm not going to do anything to dull it and tear it all up, because it connects that good with me and as an actual EDC knife. My EDC knives, like I said, they're on my side for an emergency case, and they're on my side for protection more than anything, right? Self-protection and an emergency case where you need a knife and you need something that'll do a little bit more than your Leatherman, all right? My Leatherman Wave Plus gets carried all the time. If not my Wave Plus, it's one of my other Leathermans, but it's normally this one, the Wave Plus. So with the Wave Plus and any of these fixed blades and a handgun, I mean, I should be able to take care of whatever I need to take care of, right? So Wave Plus or some sort of Leatherman all the time. And the deal with this knife that I didn't even realize what I had done. I bought this knife and then I got to thinking about the color of that sheath. Well, check this out. It's pretty close. I mean, it's off a little, but it's pretty close. But you know, that's a pretty good set right there. And then I also got my bullet holder for this 357. This firearm is unloaded, by the way. It is unloaded. But see there? It's a Taurus 605, 5-shot 357 Magnum with a 3-inch barrel. And I did put a little bit of paint on the up here so I could see it a little bit better, you know, for the sights. But this would be a great trail riding, you know, Western pleasure. Whenever you're wanting to fix up real nice to go out on the trail and be prepared. I mean, this will work out real well. I mean, this is nice, very nice. Everything's close enough to matching. You know, you've got your black little tassel and your green G10. You know, and then I've got the black on the grip and the black barrel and the black cylinder with the green frame. So, you know, black and green, and then, you know, you put it in the leather sheath, fix it in this leather sheath. See if I can hold all this together. You got your leather sheath and your knife. There you go. You know, you got all that, and that is a great looking package. And everybody talks about gun belts. All right, I've been concealed carrying ever since it was legal in the state of Missouri, and before then I was open carrying. All right, for a few years before that, I would open carry, right? And everyone talks about gun belts. You got to have this certain belt and that certain belt, this certain belt. I'm 45 years old. I've got three bad discs in my back. I wear a leather belt, made in America leather belt. I get these belts. There is a leather shop down around Lake of the Ozarks, and I can't remember the name of the leather shop, and I can't remember where it's. But there's a leather shop there. I can't even remember the name of the town. Anyway, I am horrible today. Anyway, they sell these made in America, made in USA leather belts. Good, thick leather belts. You don't want one that's two pieces of leather sewed together. You just want one strap of leather. All right, one strap of leather. And, you know, I carry things like a Glock 19, Glock 26, my Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, my Ruger Max 9 with an optic on it. I mean, I carry different handguns all the time. And whenever I'm hunting, you know, I might have that 44 Magnum strapped to my side. And it's strapped on a leather belt just like this. About every 4 years or so, I will make it down to Lake of the Ozarks and go in that leather shop just to buy me a new belt. So these things will last you about 4 or 5 years before they're wore completely out. I'm wearing one right now on my pants that is probably close to 10 years old. All right, it's a little thin, it's a little worn, but I still carry firearm on it all the time. You know, and like I said, I've even got a bad back. So I don't know, maybe I just don't see the luxury in spending a lot of money on one of these new heavy duty belts whenever you can buy a good, thick, single ply leather belt that's not two pieces of shit sewn together. You know, this is actually one piece. It is one piece of leather. Sure, it has what looks to be stitching on out here on the edges, but all that is stamping. That's not actual stitching. That's just stamping in this leather belt, right? So I don't know. That's just the route that I've always went. I've never felt the need to buy one of those belts that's got the metal and shit on the inside of it. I don't know. It's just the way I've always been. I've always put my faith in leather. Leather and nowadays Kydex. Leather and Kydex. I don't think I can go wrong either way with that. So anyway, I've got a really, really nice set here that I can wear on a trail ride. You know, I mean, all this stuff matches very close. It's going to look very good with your shirt tucked in on a trail ride, sitting on your horse. You know, I don't know. Whenever I'm trail riding, oh, and don't forget, you got to have your Leatherman. Got to have that too. So when I'm on a trail ride, I want to look like I'm, you know, a respectable person. I don't want to look like a bum when I'm on a trail ride, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to show off this Civivi knife and you know, show you that it will match a Western outfit pretty well. And yeah, it's going to be an EDC, you know, even if I'm not out on the trail. If I just want to go to town and I want a little bigger knife that day, I'll throw this thing on my side. Especially in the wintertime. In the wintertime, you know, you usually got on a vest, you got on, you know, maybe a coat, you know, a long sleeve shirt, and you can get away with carrying, I mean, I'm guilty of it just like everybody else is. In the wintertime, I'll usually carry a bigger handgun, usually carry a bigger knife. In the wintertime, because you can get away with, you know, concealing it so much easier in the wintertime than you can in summertime. In summertime, you're wearing a t-shirt and cargo shorts, you know, and, you know, unless you're on the trail or working, you know. So, anyway, that's it. One last good look at the Civivi. I know it's not made in America, but I'm telling you, this Civivi company, they can make some very beautiful knives. I mean, just dead sexy in my opinion. But anyway, we'll get out of here. If you like what I've been doing lately, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. But that is it. Oh, look at here. I got a little smudge on the blade. Got a smudge on the blade. Got to wipe that off. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. All right. I got to get out of here. All right. I'll see you guys. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see ya.